On March 23rd, and we also have the tape we were going to play to the board tonight. On March 23rd, the Board of Supervisors of Union Township passed the following resolution.
You don't have to read it if you want to hear it.
Yeah,
Well, just read it, because I think it's.
Oh, because it's red also.
I just was going to read the 8 points of the resolution, so I won't read all the whereases.
Okay.
Number 1, Union Township agrees to fund the Finleyville-Arama project based upon the construction estimate provided by Harshman CE Group LLC, utilizing the existing design engineered by Harshman CE Group LLC, which will require the installation of 20 grinder pumps at an approximate cost of $500,000.
May I interrupt you right there? That's the first time I've heard 20. We've been talking about 19 now that they throw in 20, so I don't understand that there.
Well, it's also important to know that the settlement that was dictated in court specifically said we weren't going to grinder pump option. Number 2, Peters Creek Sanitary Authority will undertake the project and will be responsible to advertise, bid, and supervise the construction and inspection of the sewer lines and installation and connection to the grinder pumps. Number 3, Peters Creek Sanitary Authority will be responsible for obtaining the easements from the property owners for the grinder pumps, and in exchange for the easements, the township will pay the cost for each grinder pump. If a condemnation action is required, Peters Creek Sanitary Authority will undertake this at their own expense and address the cost of the grinder pumps to the property owner. The agreement we dictated in court said that Union Township was paying all costs. Number 4, Peters Creek Sanitary Authority will deal directly with the property owners and will discuss tap-in fees and monthly service charges, as well as informing the property owners that they will be responsible for future maintenance, upkeep, and repair of the grinder pumps that service their particular dwellings. There is nothing dictated about grinder pumps. Number 5, the project must commence within 60 days. There was nothing dictated with 60 days for the commencement. Number 6, Peters Creek Sanitary Authority will cooperate with the township in either installing a temporary piping system into the PCSA sewer main, or in the alternative, consider sharing the cost of maintaining the holding tank to collect the sewage that is flowing into this area until the public system has been installed and property owners are connected to the same.
I got a problem with that right there. That is not fecal matter going in that pipe that they're talking about. That is rotting plant matter. That is a 30-inch pipe that's riveted where it's supposed to join. That hasn't been used in over 75 years. I have my pipeline certification of inspection. I know what pipeline's supposed to look like. That is a abandoned, basically water. There was a spring up the road, water through there so people could get across to their properties. They put that pipe in. It's the only thing I could come with. I personally went up the whole length of that road and located it.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but that,
we never agreed to have anything to do with this issue. It was discussed, and we said if we settled the other case that wasn't settled, we would consider contributing.
But that's
but
not
they refused
dealing
to settle
with
that case.
sewage. That's not a sewage.
That's just
It's
drainage,
a water
road drainage.
Right. Yeah.
And they keep on coming back and saying it's fecal matter, it's sewage, because I am the property next door to the property that's making all the.
Oh, you're next to 4042, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I witnessed the whole digging of that project when they were digging and putting that in there. It was scrambled and mismatched, and they didn't do it properly.
We refuse to get involved, but we appreciate that comment, because.
Because I'm just trying to cover our own side of it in case someone comes after us.
Yeah.
We want this problem to be resolved as fast as possible, I should say.
And then the 7th point of the resolution, the township will cooperate in requiring that each property owner tap into the system, and to the extent necessary will enforce its mandatory tap-in ordinance. I mean, I have no problem with that. Number 8, Union Township and PCSA will negotiate in good faith a master service agreement that will identify the duties, responsibilities, notice, special assessments or rate increases, and remedies between Union Township and PCSA. The settlement agreement specifically said that the master service agreement had nothing to do with this settlement, and they put that in there.
So what you have is you have two things. You have what Mr. Bonato read earlier, which is his take on what the transcript says, and you also have what Union Township passed in a resolution as to what they believe was said in the transcript. I transcript, I think it's pretty straightforward as to what it says and doesn't say, but I'm not a legal expert.
Well, my summary that I read to you, I almost in verbatim, I used the exact words from the transcript. I did not wordsmith. What I read to you is directly from the settlement that was dictated, and I will swear that it is totally 100% accurate.
So, we're here tonight to vote on whether we're gonna accept the mediation. And if we do, that would be great, because we accepted it, and Union Township's already accepted it, but I'm not sure it's gonna move forward, because I think Union Township was misinformed by their legal as to what the mediation, was said, or what the transcript says, and so, you know, in one way you could say, great, we're moving forward, because both boards approved the mediation, but I think Union Township might object to it, because the resolution is a lot different, you know, their understanding of what this says is a lot different than what our understanding is. So we'd have to come, so, after we vote on this, we're gonna have to come through what the next steps are.
Well, it's my understanding that Union Township, regardless, Union Township's position is that they will not proceed with the project unless it's with the 19 or 20 grinder pumps, and the resolution is what they're willing to agree to. So they actually are changing the settlement. And our next step would be I will petition Judge Lucas to ask him to help us make them do what they agreed to. I don't know if he can do that. I don't know if anybody, I mean, the Board of Supervisors could decide that they don't approve the project for a number of reasons, but I'm just disappointed that we wasted lots and lots of time to get a settlement, only to have it being misrepresented to the people. We have the video of 8 minutes video of the meeting where they presented the settlement for a vote, and I can tell you it's much different than the transcript of the settlement that we also have here in Red Tube.
So, another question is, with the whole billing per customer, that falls under Peter Creek now, right?
Yes.
Not Union Township.
That's correct.
Alright, I'm good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, the way we do
I
development,
just want, there's too many hands in the pot. I just feel like people coming with sewage should bill the customer, not as a bulk.
the way we do development is like that, is if it's a tap-in fee, you have to pay.
Yeah, I understand that.
And we would bill you. The beauty of the lift station is you're not responsible for anything. If we go the grinder pump route, you'd be responsible.
I
to
fully
pay for
understand that.
And if there was a problem in the middle of the night, you'd have to call your plumber to fix it.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the grinder pump ordeal anyways. I think there should be a central pumping station just on a cost effective for per customer.
Yeah.
Now,
They had a meeting, remember?
yeah, they did have a meeting.
He said they had all the money, but they wanted to go a cheaper route by using grinders. And
Yes.
it's on the minutes.
It is on the minutes. Actually was sitting in that meeting.
Yeah, well, the lay of the land today, according to what was said in court, is we're gonna go with Plan B, which is to put in the lift station.
I'm all for that.
It's gonna be a matter of, I anticipate we'll vote on this in a few minutes and see if we accept it, but I'm not sure that stuff may be solved.
I understand that, because two different parties have to agree. I understand that.
Yeah, and I can tell you during the mediation, they told us at least 6 or 7 times that money was not a problem. They didn't want us to contribute, because we discussed if we had a global settlement that we would participate in the cost of your project. They said they didn't need our money, they didn't want our money. Money was not an issue.
Well, it's all well and good. I just want this to move forward. I understand Union Townships could reword things differently in their understanding, and it's whatever the court should
Be upheld.
be upheld.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Bree, I think I'm opening this up to the public,
I'm
if
just
anyone
saying
wants to
that.